Hello, everybody. Welcome along. This is a dearly departed live show as we get two of our dearly departed teams playing one another very early on Sky in this Premier League season. It is Aston Villa versus Sheffield United, and this is our live watch along. Welcome along. Let me know if you can hear me and see me nice and clearly. We will be here for the duration of this game. So please, let's start off by saying hello in the comments if you're going to be watching. Hang around here and give me your predictions. Let me know what you think is going to be going down in this game. We are approximately about 14 minutes from kickoff, so we can have a good little bit of chat before we get into the game and have a think about these lineups, these teams, a few new players in. Remember, our dearly departed this season, we are still covering the 5 teams remaining in the Premier League from those that have been promoted out of the Championship the past 2 seasons. So we covered them extensively on the channel, built up good rapport with a lot of their fans. And so if it is Leeds, Fulham, West Brom, Villa or Sheffield United, we will be looking at those teams this season. And with that being said, we have a fan sponsor for this show. This show is brought to you not by Helder Costa in the picture, but I think Jay likes the top there. This show is brought to you by Jay Coyle, our fan sponsor for the Dearly Departed shows this season. Dearly Departed, also known as Ben Couldn't Bear to Lose Us. And he's hidden in there, a little marching on together. So Jay, a Leeds fan, obviously very pleased that we're doing these shows over here on the channel. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. Hip is in there, Villa fan 1-1. Badger, hopefully this will be the first time in history both teams lose. You're fun at a party, Badger, aren't you? 3-1 to Villa, says Philip. 2-2, says Mike. 0-0 for fantasy. I need to pin my colours to the mast here. I have Grealish in my fantasy team and I have O'Connell. So Villa 0 would do me for my fantasy team. But if Villa do score, can it be Grealish? Anir says 2-1 Blades. Charlie says 3-1 Villa. Oh, dear. There we go. So there is our first moaning message about me doing a Premier League game. This is the dearly departed show that I have mentioned a billion times. It is my right to cover what the hell I like, and having built up lots of friendships with people from those clubs. Yes, we are doing a Premier League game, but this is a dearly departed show. And it does not mean there will be any less Championship content. There we go. Evening, Callum. Evening, Mike in LA. There we go. Hoping for a Blades loss. Yes, Leeds, Sheffield United. So all the dearly departed derbies happening all in one go at the start of the season. And we had Leeds and Fulham, didn't we, earlier in the weekend? And then next week, Leeds, Sheffield United. Loud and clear. Hello to you, Alistair. Evening General, says Paul. That shirt, that's a classic, isn't it? Villa fan here. Nice to see you cover us again. Yeah, good. Hopefully no ghost goals. So we managed to get 4.5 minutes into the stream with a 1-minute intro before the ghost goal got mentioned. Noel says, come on, Sheffield United. Well done, Jay, says Mike, for sponsoring these shows. Brilliant stuff. I've got 85. Oh, get you then, Callum. I haven't. As you'll see on my fantasy video this week, someone transferred out Heung-Min Song, didn't they, idiot? Which was me, yeah. Mike says 2-2. Matt's bantering me again. There we go. Hopefully no technological fault. Yes, so this famously was the first game back after lockdown, wasn't it? Where Villa and Sheffield United played. And I also remember it's the first game where we had the ceremonial taking of the knee, didn't we? I remember that. And then, of course, Nyland taking the ball across his goal line. And due to a bit of a technological mess up, the Hawkeye, whatever you call it, the VAR, couldn't pick it up. So incredible storyline from that game. I'm just going to move the mic in. Let me know if it messes with the audio. It should sound better, actually. Let me know if that's too loud. Should be okay. Lee is in. A good old Sheffield United boy, Lee. Right. Shall we get the split screen up? We'll have a look at the teams in this one. please, as we go through, let me know what you think about the teams. Help me out as well if you support either of these teams. This is what SofaScore have got as the formation. In fact, let me just go in. I'll see if I can make that a little bit bigger so you guys can see a little bit better. We'll go 175%. How is that? There we go. Villa lining up. Well, Dean Smith, 4-3-3. To be honest, both of these shapes and formations and personnel look correct. So let me know in the chat if you think differently. So Martinez in goal for Villa. New signing there. Looks like Dean Smith now finally has his character there that he wants to play out from the back with. We now see a lot of managers really honing in on a keeper that can ping it out to either flank. And they see that as the start of their possession now, goalkeepers. Konza and Mings, the centre-backs. Tyrone Mings, ex-Ipswich player there, has signed a new contract at Villa and is now wearing the number 5. So Mings and Konza, very familiar to us Championship gurus here, is the centre-half partnership. Matt Cash is also very familiar to us Championship fans because he's just gone in from Aston Villa, we think, 14 million quid for that one. Very good right back in the Championship. Matt Targett, again, for us Championship fans, we've seen him on loan, particularly when Fulham went up in 17-18. I remember Matt Targett being there then. In the midfield, Douglas Luiz will sit, and another Championship classic there, Conor Hourihane, him off that left foot in central midfield with John McGinn. Then Trezeguet off to the right, and the newly highly salaried Jack Grealish off the front on the left, and in my fantasy team as well. Please score, Jack. Ollie Watkins, that is a Premier League debut for him. The second top scorer in the Championship last season. So, with the dearly departed hat on here, look at that. Cash, Konza, Mings, Targett, McGinn, Hourihane, Watkins, Grealish have all played in the Championship on my watch. Great stuff. Let me know what you think of that Villa team. Let's have a little look, see what they've got going on the bench. Steer, Taylor, you can still find him. El Mohammadi, Steve Bruce put him in. Hauser, Nakamba, El Ghazi, and Davis on the bench. Does feel, don't know if I'm being harsh, like a bit of a drop-off down to the bench, but let me know what you guys think in the comments. In fact, shall we have a little look at your comments on the Villa side? Where are we? Come on, Blades, says Lee. Do you think Premier League is bigger than the NBA? Pass. Played the 5th on that one. Scott McKenna to Forest when that's confirmed. And we'll probably be doing a transfer update video tomorrow. Ryan. Mike, respect my team enough and QPR more than diverse and have done enough. Oh, God, yeah. QPR and, it was QPR and Coventry. I don't want to get into the politics and stuff, but yeah, some issues there before the game, maybe ramped up a little bit by Sky. Cods Vlogs, I'm on the effort. I should be. I haven't heard back from, let me switch on my phone. I have not heard back from Lee yet, but I would like to be. That would be very, very nice. Right, where am I looking? Mike's talking about his fancy team. Berger will be the best player on the pitch. We'll get onto the Blades team in just a minute. Yeah, and Oliver Burke starting. Martinez, hope he has a fab debut. Great keeper. Wish we didn't lose him. Was he at Reading? No way. Yeah, maybe we don't have Sharp kicking balls out of our keepers. I was at that game, Philip. Billy Sharp scored a hat-trick in that game, didn't he? Although you sound very unhappy about the 3rd goal by the sounds of it. Long memory there. Grealish does not have a pre-mint. Oh, dearie me. Thoughts on Villa transfer business? I would never banter you. There we go. Yeah, I like it because I'm a Championship YouTuber. Let's hope these players can all step up. We're looking in the tunnel now. I will move on to the Sheffield United team because we are seeing the players in the tunnel. We're a few minutes from kickoff. So it is the fabled Wilder 3-5-2. Ramsdale in goal. He's not quite settled into Henderson's shirt there. The fabled back three in the fabled 3-5-2 is Chris Basham, marauding. John Egan, not moving anywhere. Jack O'Connell, marauding. And interestingly, no Ollie Norwood in there, as Lee said. Sander Berger in, I guess he sits. Blades fans will let me know in the chat, no doubt. Wingbacks, obviously Stevens and Baldock, although now maybe Jaden Bogle will start to put a little bit of pressure on George Baldock. We'll see. Baldock certainly has earned the shirt. And what a shirt it is. Beautiful pink shirt there. Blades, famous for decorating away, it was Norwich who decorated the away dressing room pink. And then the Blades guys put posters all over it, which was funny. Midfield three without Ollie Norwood then. So Fleck, Berger, and Lundstrom, who's been a bit of a revelation in the Premier League. I barely expected him to kick a ball. In fact, I thought he'd go back down to the Championship, but no. Chris Wilder evidently knows more about football than I do, more about John Lundstrom. But up top, look at that, David McGoldrick. So we have Tyrone Mings and David McGoldrick in this game from the ex-Ipswich connection, and Conor Hurahan, if your memory goes back far enough there. Oliver Burke, that's a very, very interesting signing, that. I remember Oliver Burke when he came through at Forest looking incredibly good. And then he went, where did he go out to? Red Bull Leipzig? Is that right? Or Salzburg? I can't remember. Someone let me know in the chat. And didn't really work out. It's a big fee as well, like 12 million euros or something. And via West Brom, he's now back. Let's just have a look and see what Chris Wilder has on the bench. Looks like the Blades bench is a bit stronger than the Villa bench if the game is tight. Always worth looking at that. Fotheringham, Robinson, Osborne, loads of Championship players there. Ollie Norwood, who's been a superb player there. And Purdue on loan from Chelsea, I think. And then look, McBurney and Sharp. So some really good forward options there on the bench. Let's have a look at your comments before we crack on with this one. Quick little plug just to say that you can support via Super Chat, Patreon, Amazon shop front. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please do subscribe if you're here. YouTube have had one of those horrible days today where they go through and delete inactive accounts. So I've lost a handful of subscribers, which is very annoying because us YouTubers obsess about the amount of subscribers we've got. Like there's no tomorrow. Dear oh me. Let's have a look. They just came through the teams on Sky here. Let's have a look. Imagine being told 3 years ago that a team that had just finished 8th in the Premier League line up with Burke and McGoldrick up top. I wouldn't have believed your animation. I really wouldn't, especially having seen McGoldrick. We couldn't get him out on the pitch at Ipswich. Jesus, it's been incredible since. I've heard Ollie Burke is rubbish. Well, we're going to find out today, haven't we? Let's have a look. Birmingham signed. Yeah, Mikel San Jose. We've got a few to do on the transfer update tomorrow, guys. I've been keeping an eye on it. I've got to do Cyrus Christie, San Jose, Riquelme is going to happen at Reading. Not that one, don't worry. Well, God, wouldn't that be something? Hey? So we do transfer update video tomorrow. Chris Wilder is a tremendous manager, absolutely. Worries me that these managers like Eddie Howe get looked over for nobodies from out of the UK. Well, we will see. They are lining up now. We'll just try and get to a few more of your comments. Kelvin, have a bias for you being a Blue Nose, but want the Blades to win. That's fine. What do you think of San Jose? We'll have a look tomorrow, Kelvin. We'll do the transfer update video tomorrow. Should be average Nakamba, not marvellous Nakamba. There we go. Mike is in LA and says the Premier League is bigger than the NBA. So there we go. Right. We are about to kick off in this one. Hopefully should see you later on, matey. Just need to run that by the missus. Villa together. Hello to you too, my friend. Egan versus Watkins should be a good battle. And I think we're ready to go as the players very decisively take a knee in this one. 5-second knee. There we go. And I think, thumbs up, please. I think we are all good to go as the ball goes long forward. Get your comments in as we go during this one. Let me just stick the banner up. It is, sorry, bang, bang, crash, as I'm typing away. Sorry, guys. Let me just get this up. And then we're all good to go. Ball's gone dead anyway. Don't you worry. Heaven's got a plan for us. Okay, right. Keep your comments coming in as we go. Let's see how the first 10 minutes of this one shakes out. Long ball forward by Basham into the channel. Burke nearly gets his first touch, but they're broken wide already. Here comes Matt Cash. Got loads of space in front of him. Doesn't go for it. He's put the ball into the back post. I think that's McGinn arriving there. I thought Cash had made the wrong decision actually there. I thought he should have attacked the space, but turns out that wasn't a bad cross actually, was it? Yeah, he just checks his run there. Didn't want to go toe-to-toe with O'Connell. It's a difficult chance from McGinn. Let me know what you think in the comments there. I thought Cash, try and light O'Connell up in the first minute there. Have a good old run at him there. But he put the cross in and McGinn, difficult chance there. Full on the volley from the angle, running as well. So, yeah, interesting quick turnover there for Villa early on in this one as Sheffield United resume the territory. Jonty, hi to Jamie as well. I think this will be a win for Blades. Lewis, we'll talk about that tomorrow when Jordan Ibe finally goes through. We do a transfer update tomorrow. Mings, Louise out to target. And forward, Watkins has held that up rather nicely. Couldn't quite play Trezeguet in down the right, and Villa recycle through midfield. They've started in the first 2 minutes fairly well here. Villa up the Owls, says Pittsmore Owl there. Here is Grealish, edge of the box. Feeds it wide to Cash. Trezeguet. Good start from Villa. Douglas Luiz, crossing position here. Cross takes a deflection. Oh, flicked on. Really good interception there by Basham. He's on the cover from the right centre-back position there. The cross takes a little nick just as it goes through. Good defended by the big Bash. In fact, I say it takes a nick. It's actually helped on quite cleverly by McGinn. Just wafts his left foot out, and it's a really good bit of skill by McGinn, actually. If that goes through, that'd be a hell of an assist there. McGinn realises. Good interception by Basham. Villa on top, starting the game well here. Conor Hourihane, right wing, left-footed attacking corner here. In it goes deep. Mings is up, wrestling a little bit there with Jack O'Connell. And Jack O'Connell wins that particular wrestle. Good start in this one. Villa on top for these first 3 minutes. Get your comments in here. Forgot Jordan Ibe existed. Well, he's going to be existing at Derby very, very soon. Cash is starting. Yes, I suspect he will start when he's fit this season. Another Forest fan there. Pleased to see Matt Cash there. Evening, Glenn. Nice to see you here. Right. Can Sheffield United get some territory in this one? No, is the short answer to that. The ball's gone back to Martinez in the Villa goal. He plays out to Cash, who's got had a fair bit of space to play in. Ollie Burke looks like the pressing trigger there, and they're pressing very high. Now, let's see if they can move the team up the pitch now and win the ball, Sheffield United. And indeed, they have. Nice little one around the corner from Lundstrom. Here's McGoldrick, who is fouled quite unscrupulously by Conor Hourihane there. So, Sheffield United getting their first real sort of little foothold in this game on the 4.5 minute mark here. Evening to Millmore there. Great Rotherham subscriber here. Burke does seem quite quick. Yeah, I thought that about Burke when he started. Not comparing the players, but comparing the pace and the size to actually like a Gareth Bale, quick, but still physically big. We have an attacking free kick. into the box by Lundstrom, headed clear. I think it was target. Yeah, it was. They've got an attacking throw-in, though, Sheffield United with 5 minutes in. Villa edged the first 4. Sheffield United now have got up the pitch. Just slowed that restart down, and they're getting into the game. Berger plays it wide. Lundstrom, low cross. Very decent interception there by Konza, with McGoldrick sniffing in behind him. There, Lewis Gibson into Reading. Do they need centre-backs there at Reading, Alistair? With Liam Moore and Michael Morrison there. Let me know what you think about that. John T says, Bale's going to be good in the Prem. Yeah, I suspect a lot of people are going to be sticking him in the fantasy team there. Anyone speak French? Fa voir le match. Enjoy the match? Don't know. Huge high press here. Oh, nice feet, Martinez there. You've now got 4 blades pressing the 2 centre-halves and the keeper there. Nearly a giveaway there and a panic clearance in the end by Martinez. Obviously, under instructions from Wilder to press the centre-halves. Very, very high up the pitch there. Unless they just go off a trigger and Burke is just deciding to go early in the game and try and push them back. But nearly had some joy there. I know it's not a counter press, but to quote Jurgen Klopp, a good press is better than the best number 10 in the world. And I think we would take his point with that. Cash, direct one down the middle. Jack O'Connell is not going to lose much in the air to Trezeguet, let's just say. Stevens trying to play the channel. Fleck, Berger, who, is the sitting midfielder. Egan out to O'Connell. Sheffield United, the better side the past 2 or 3 minutes now. So it's evening up now, the game state here. Berger, he's got quite some shirt to fill in terms of Ollie Norwood being a deep line playmaker for Sheffield United. Long ball forward. Konza heads that one away and Target sweeps it up. Be interesting to see how they do. Douglas Luiz left, and here is the main man, Grealish. Cuts in on that right foot. Lundstrom stands him up, and Grealish gives the ball away there. Tried to play a reverse ball in, not quite on the same wavelength as Watkins yet. 7 minutes 40 gone in this one. Get your thoughts in on this one. Any comments here? The French person said, show the match. Well, if I had £100 million and I could afford to pay the rights for Premier League football to show, I would, but I don't. So I can't. Callum says, which obviously you can't do. There we go. On that Reading centre-back, Alistair says, probably not if we keep more McIntyre, Hodges, Forrest. There you go. So a few more centre-halves there. But, hey, if he's an improvement, he's an improvement. How's Cash been so far? Absolutely fine. One reasonable attacking moment. Thought he could have gone at Jack O'Connell, who's behind Ender Stevens early on in this game, and he played a deep cross in rather than charging forward here. Villa have the ball, defensive throw in here in the left back position with Matt Target. Basham and Watkins are wrestling, and Basham nicks the ball off Watkins, and it is swept up by George Baldock. O'Connell to Egan. Direct one forward again and headed away by Tyrone Mings. It's gone wide here. Baldock. Sheffield United looking pretty decent last few minutes. Fed inside and given away. And Grealish gets his first foul of the game. Lundstrom takes Grealish out there. And Jack is flat on his back. It's a yellow card, in fact. Lundstrom yellow there on 9 minutes. Let me make a note of that one. Ugh. How many times do you see that? Grealish just did him there too quickly, and he knew it was coming. He looked at him, just nicked it away, and draws the yellow card. There is no better player than Jack Grealish at drawing fouls. Whatever you say about the rest of his game, the most fouled player in the Championship and in the Premier League as well. If you were a betting man, who would you place bets on? This is a very, very tight one. Have we got a price for you? Yes, we do. Let's just go for the split screen and see what the bookies are saying on this one. Villa play out from the back, 11-8. Villa. Oh, why is it doing that? Sorry, it's just page has just refreshed and moved away from the odds very annoyingly. Should have them back for you. 11-5. So they're just making Villa favourites there, just by the shortest of short heads, to use a racing parlance there. Big up, Ben. Literally the best at what he does. Thank you so much, Mike. Very, very kind. Target goes down. I think we might have a signing in at Brentford as we are on air here. Godos. It has happened. People have been telling me about this one for ages. Saman Godos has signed for Brentford, which is apt where we're watching Ollie Watkins. That is who he's going to be replacing. So we will definitely be doing a transfer update tomorrow. Watkins trying to chase through. Looked like they were pulling each other there, Egan and Watkins. And, oh my God, Egan has been sent off. I think they might have a check on that one. Basham looks a bit bemused. Chris Wilder's just checking that one with the fourth official. That's going to be checked by VAR. John Egan is determined that he's not going anywhere. Let's have a look. Tyrone Mings, big boot down the pitch. Well, I'll say Egan has more his arms on Watkins than Watkins has on Egan. He is tugging him. And if that is deemed an obvious goal-scoring opportunity, then the ref looks quite sure about it, pulls the red straight out. Watkins didn't go down. They're now checking the VAR. Let's see what happens with this one. Very, very big moment straight away. VAR checking here. I mean, he's definitely pulling him. I wonder if Watkins had gone down. I know that shouldn't make a difference, but wow. Let's see what VAR says on this one. We've already had a yellow card in this one. They're checking it out. Chris Wilder does not look impressed by this at all. Neither does John Egan. And John Egan is taking off his captain's armband. So I'm guessing John Egan has been sent off for the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity. Get your thoughts in on that one. The ball goes through. So I don't think we're debating whether it was an obvious goal-scoring opportunity. We're debating whether it was a foul or not, really, and whether Egan was disproportionately grabbing Watkins or vice versa. Very, very difficult one to call. Chris Wilder is he's holding up one finger. Does that mean he's dropping a forward back? Get your thoughts in on a red card there. Wow. I think it was about 12 minutes in on this game. A red card there straight after lunchtime had been booked. So whoever asked me if I'm a betting man, I would now bet on Aston Villa because it's 10 versus 11 for a long, long time here. Hopefully we get to see another replay of that one. Maybe we're all just surprised because Watkins didn't hit the deck and go down to see a red card given for that. But they checked it. They liked the decision, or they were happy with the decision, liked it. And the red card stands in that one. So let's see what you guys have thought about this one. Callum says, never read. I'll answer that in a minute on Caden Jackson. Nothing in that, Ben, says Glenn. Alistair, you asking me or the chat? Attacking free kick to Blades, actually, here. Come on, VAR. Mike says, I'm getting a nice ad for my business there with the impression. I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know what was on the other screen. Free kick goes in. Berger on the back post. Basham arriving. Those immortal words. Hurahan. There, let's just see what else you guys think. Technically, I think the ref is right, says Wolf. Anir says that's not a red. Glenn says 50-50. Lee says you can't be serious. Red, iffy. Sheffield United finished. Dan says, I can't read that, but I take your decision. If that's a sending off, very poor decision. Red card kills games for teams. Well, this isn't good for my fancy teams. I've got Jack O'Connell as well. I think if that's a red, then I worry for the game. I think I've read out all your comments. Attacking corner. I'll talk more about the red in just a second. In goes the corner for Blades, headed out by Mings, who wins a lot of those. Bulldog loads it back in, and Martinez comes out and catches it. Let's have another look. Glenn says, another terrible VAR decision, football becoming soft. Wolf says he fouled the bloke. It was a goal-scoring opportunity. Very poor decision. Alan Smith said Egan has to let Watkins go there. Ramsdale's coming anyway. Very soft, but on paper it's a red. Oh, no, we're not getting another look at that. Did look like Watkins would have been in one-on-one without the pulling. Yeah, all I'll ask, guys, is just respect everybody's opinions in the chat, which you do seem to be doing. Again, it's subjective, isn't it? As to whether he denied... The question is, did Egan deny Watkins the goal-scoring opportunity by tugging him back? And it's subjective. It really, really is. It's not black and white. I can see both sides. Free kick swung in there and on the near post, just nodded over by John Lundstrom. So, yes, down to 10 men there. I don't know what to say. I've seen them given. I've seen them not given. I guess the thing is, if he pulls it up and says, I'm sorry, let me just go through this. In goes the corner, headed clear to the edge of the box. Douglas Luiz tries to find Grealish. He's got a bit lucky there. Now that is definitely a foul. Grealish completely does fleck there and he just pulls him down. And you see, the ref's made a rod for his own back now because he booked Lundstrom. And I suspect if we hadn't just had a red card, that would be a yellow as well. But you know how these things play out there. Fleck fouls Grealish. We'll talk about the red in a minute again, guys. Hurahan is going to swing this free kick in. 10 versus 11. Mings forward. Konza forward. Trezeguet's free on the back post. What's Hurahan got up his sleeve with the left foot on this one? In it goes. Oof. Now, Ramsdale needs to be a bit more commanding there, doesn't he? Although it was Jack O'Connell that headed it out, who is like the dictionary definition of command, and he just deals with it. But I think Ramsdale can come and claim that. It's actually good defending, but I think Ramsdale needs to come get that, doesn't he? Corner here. We'll talk about the red in a minute, guys. We'll talk about the red in a minute. But Blades just withstanding some Villa pressure, as you would imagine, after going down to 10 here. So attacking corner, right wing, Hurahan, left foot in swinger. In it comes. Good header clear by McGoldrick. And Lundstrom touch lets him down. And they're going to recycle it again. Loads of territory for Villa here. Target, well played Lundstrom there. Charges that one down. Let's have a look here at some of your comments. Wolf says it's not the ref's job to make games competitive or help Ben's fantasy team. I've written to all the referees to ask them to help my fantasy teams, but didn't get any replies there. Proposal to make football better, says H. Huss. Villa on the attack here. 0-0 draws get 0 points. Let me know what you think about that in the chat. Soft red, but we'll take all the luck we can get, says Spidey. Honest assessment there. McGoldrick is dropping back deep. I don't know if it's just because they're defending set plays. Perhaps they're going to put him in a sort of number 10 position and play 5-4-1. Sorry, not 5-4-1, 5-3-1. They're down to 10 men. McGinn, right corner of the box. O'Connell, cool as you like. Fleck, Is he going to draw a foul from Grealish? No, Grealish wins it off him. Best close control in the business, I'd say. Grealish there, superb. Out to Cash, who crosses it in, and that's going to be another corner. Villa are having a lot of attacking pressure, as you would imagine here. Jonty says, always respect people's opinion. Yeah, there we go. That's about as red as the Ipswich home kit, says John Walk. Subjective decision, so not clear and obvious. Yeah, that's probably a fair comment, says Leafy. Wolf stirring the pot here. Hasn't got any fancy players from either team. Alistair's got Basham and Bulldog. I've got O'Connell as well. So more in favour of the clean sheet for Sheffield. I've also got Grealish though. So corner for Villa, who've been really on top since the red card. Headed away by Berger. And Basham gets it clear. And finally, the Blades can get out. Ollie Burke's going to have a long day pressing now as the lone forward. Yeah, so it's basically a 5-3-1 now as opposed to a 5-3-2. So Dave McGoldrick has come back. He's sort of playing, left-sided centre mid, isn't he? Oh, no, I beg your pardon. Sorry, it's a 4-4-1. So how have they done that? Yeah, sorry, I've got that wrong. Sorry, guys. Yeah, it's a 4-4-1. An orthodox back four. So basically Stevens and Baldock are now fullbacks. The two centre-halves. McGoldrick's basically playing on the left wing. So they've gone 4-4-1. So no fabled three at the back here. Favourite Premier League team. All of the dearly departed. All five of them. I like them equally. There we go. John says, I'm 50-50 on that red. I hate the Vile for obvious reasons, but if Egan doesn't hold on, Watkins is through on goal. Corner to the back post. Headed in. Douglas Luiz heads at goal and Ramsdale grabs hold of it. James Saville is back, ladies and gentlemen, from the grave. He's asking about my hair. Why is your hair wet? Well, in my house, we have a shower, and that is where I washed my hair. So that's why it was. Glenn, red card for Egan in his fantasy team. That's no good, is it? Cash and Watkins definitely don't look out of their depth. Not so far, but we've got a small sample size here. Is this Villa's first game? It is, isn't it? They didn't play in the first game week, did they? That is a foul by Trezeguet on Basham, surely. Yes, that's been given. 0-0 draws are the worst thing about football. No points, so get rid of them. There you go. Someone agrees. FA said refs need to be consistent. So as the Chelsea one was a red, that was similar. It had to be. Right. We're having another look here, and I missed the replay. Come on, Sky. Show me another replay. There wasn't a slow-mo replay there. You can actually lip read Egan there. It says he's holding me. They've actually got footage of Egan going back down the tunnel there. That's the mitigating circumstance. If Watkins is holding Egan, then it's 6 of one and half a dozen of the other, and it can't be a foul by one and not the other. However, if Watkins puts his arm up and then lets go, and it's not a foul, and then Egan holds him and it is a foul, I don't know. Tough one. What are my thoughts on the 2 Ipswich wins? I love it. Go on, Ipswich. Mings is down now. Got jumped into by Burke, who had his eyes on the ball the whole time. Didn't look like a foul, to be honest, just a collision there. Tyrone is a big boy. I'm sure he will be okay there. I think Jude Bellingham will get into England for the next World Cup. When is it? Like October next year? No, I don't think he will, unless he's amazing for Dortmund. But I think it will be a little bit too soon for him. Big diagonal by Douglas Luiz. Good chest trap there. Brilliant play by Trezeguet, who's over on the left wing now. Hurihan, can he get the crossover? Yes, he can. And Ramsdale catches it. Superb control by Trezeguet. I don't know if he and Grealish have just swapped wings temporarily. If I'm Dean Smith, I am thinking if Sheffield United now have David McGoldrick as their left-sided midfielder, I'll go and put Jack Grealish on him because I love McGoldrick, but he'll skin him. Yeah, that's exactly what Smith has done, in fact. Yeah, so Grealish and Trezeguet have swapped wings, which is smart by Smith. The idea, I guess, to get Grealish one-on-one against Dave McGoldrick rather than down that other side where you have John Lundstrom. Let's have a look. It looks a soft yellow to me, but it's a goal-scoring chance, so it's a red. Yeah, that's a good point that Ryan makes, is that if it wasn't denying the goal-scoring opportunity, you'd think, just blow up and it's a soft yellow. But he's totally right. It's the fact that he's running in behind towards Ramsdale in the goal. Here is McGoldrick, and he's given that away. Konza is going to sweep it up, and McGoldrick then fouls Konza. How could the ref see that decision miles away? VAR is terrible when it goes against you. Yeah, there you go. Cash and Watkins have started well. Watkins has had a big influence on the game, hasn't he? Drawing that foul, if indeed you believe it was a foul. Here's Grealish, very deep now. Out to Cash in the right wing position. Back to Grealish, right central midfield position. Douglas Luiz. 2 banks of 4 for Blades now. A decent defensive header by Basham. It looks like they're happy to sit in now. And I had a conversation with no less than Gerhard Struber about this on Saturday in the Reading press conference. He bemoaned this type of decision with 10 men of what Chris Wilder is doing. But if Chris Wilder gets a 0-0 draw or an unlikely win out of this, Gerhard Struber lost 2-0 by still attacking with 10 men. So we have an attacking corner for Villa on the left-hand side. Mings and Konza, as ever, are up for this one. We'll bring the stats up in a minute. It's gone short to Grealish. Inside to target, edge of the box. Back to Grealish. Is he going to have a dribble? No. Short to Cash, who hits the shot. Charged down by Bulldog. Pretty half-hearted handball shout there. And Bulldog has won it back and drawn a foul. That's probably going to be a yellow for Trezeguet, is it? Or is it just a mistimed one? Let's have a look. Doesn't look like it. Let's have a look. Bulldog does him. Clash of feet there. And yes, he has got away with no yellow card. On that one, talking of red cards, Barnsley are contesting the red cards. Do you think they should be overturned? Absolutely not, Charlie. No, they were both red cards. Unlucky as they may be, especially the second one where the guy pretty much falls on top of the ball, but then handballs it with the Reading players through. But no, I thought they were both reds. If your shower ever breaks, give us a call. Jim will fix it. Did I have a shower? Yes, I did, Elizabeth. My hair will be dry by the end of the stream. Don't worry about it. I could see Southgate managing Villa in the future. Interesting. If Southgate is looking at Grealish as a winger, don't get me wrong, he's a fantastic player, but not yet. He's not Sterling or Sancho in terms of a winger. No. Grealish's gimmick, stop the ball, control, draw players in, dribble past them, draw fouls, create chances. Yeah, he's not an out-and-out winger. And for all my bigging up of Jack Grealish, he's just giving the ball away there. It's the second time he's tried that reverse pass and not pulled it off. So maybe he should stick to the dribbling in this game. Right. Should we bring some stats up? Yes, Katie's right. You can't overturn 2 yellows. The straight red, they can appeal though, can't they? Wilder will change McGoldrick for Sharp second half just to push up front. Red card came too early. Interesting. I look forward to it happening, Glenn. And you've been right, my friend. Now let's bring up the stats, which you're probably not going to read very well if you're a Blades fan. But we know how it is, 10 versus 11. Very eventful game, I have to say. Let's just bring up the split screen and have a look at that. Let me get rid of the banner as well. So 69% possession, 5 shots to 0, 7 corners to 1, 4 shots inside box to 0. No big chances as yet. 123 passes to 57. So, yes, as you can imagine, 10 versus 11 going very, very much in Aston Villa's favour. However, it is 0-0. And the Blades have a point as it stands. Here's Grealish, edge of the box. Oh, lovely skill. He's beaten Lundstrom, sends it to Hurahan, low cross, well cleared by O'Connell. Again, not the first time we're going to say that in the next hour, is it? Target inside to Douglas Luiz. It's all Villa. Cash. We know Sheffield United can defend, though. Perfectly happy not to have the ball. Obviously, they'd prefer to have it, but they're comfortable defending as Grealish gets robbed there and fouls. Hurahan. No, excuse me. Fouls Fleck. You can't foul Hurahan. Well, he could. He's on the same team. Lock, yes, says, don't see goals in this. Oh, we're getting an early change here. Ethan Ampadu is going to come on. Wilder is having a word with Lundstrom, giving him some instructions. So I guess they're going to go back to 3 at the back, a 3-4-1. I suspect either McGoldrick or Ollie Burke is going to be very annoyed at only playing 30 minutes in this one. Let's see what the mastermind is coming up with. McGoldrick comes off, takes one for the team there. Ampadu comes on. So, yeah, it'll likely be a 3-4-1 formation here, which means they can get back out to wing backs here. Is he going to play Ampadu as a centre half? Yes, it looks like it. Flex moved out to the left-hand side for the Blades. Oh, no. So it's still going to be a 4-4-1. Basham has moved into midfield. Okay. So, yeah, Basham's playing right midfield and Ampadu has gone centre-back. So I got that completely wrong. It's a 4-4-1 in this one. So I was thinking it was going to be 3-5-1. Obviously, 3-4-1 doesn't add up. But there we go. It's wide to Target now in the left wing position. I suppose Basham gives really good cover for Baldock, being he's actually a defender rather than a right midfielder. But they are they're definitely planning on sitting in with this 4-4-1 formation. McGinn, he's been quiet, puts it in, headed clear. Well played there by Burke. And Burke is actually away on the left wing now. He's got no one to support him. Lundstrom's coming up. Superb play. Surely, is that a penalty? Wow. Penalty to Sheffield United. Was that an obvious goal-scoring opportunity? No, it wasn't. But a real big chance now for Sheffield United to take the lead here. Superb play by Ollie Burke. Holds it up. He tries to slide it through. And yes, he's probably got that one right in terms of the yellow. You can just see Basham. Yeah, he just touches it far enough ahead of him to say that Martinez was going to get it. But it's definitely a foul and it's definitely a penalty. Wow. Here comes Sheffield United, chance to take the lead. They're checking it. I don't really see they're going to find anything wrong with that one. That looked a nailed-on penalty, didn't it? And this could be the masterful... does he clip him? Super slow motion there. Okay, they're having a look. Which foot does he touch? Yeah. Yeah, so Matt Target's left foot touches Chris Basham's left foot. That's what they're looking at. I can't see how this will be overturned. That looks like a penalty. Lock Yes says Norwood normally takes these. God, they're having a good look. Jaggy asked what I asked. Is that not a goal scoring opportunity? I think Basham had just touched it too far ahead of him for that to be a goal scoring opportunity. And that Martinez was going to sweep that up. God, they're really watching 100 replays of this. Looking for contact on... Oh, actually, as Basham... Do their calves touch? God, we're in infinite... Yes, there's... Yeah. So if you actually don't look at their feet, I think Matt Target's... God, are they now... No, they're winding it forward. I think Matt Target's calf. They're checking an offside now. I think Matt Target's calf touches Chris Basham's calf there. Yeah, it's okay. It's a penalty. The VAR is okay with that. I think they've got that right. I think it was a penalty, and I don't think it was an obvious goal-scoring opportunity. But huge chance now for Chris Wilder to pull out a hell of a victory here. John Lundstrom's going to take the penalty. Close up of Emiliano Martinez's feet, both on the goal line. Lundstrom's going to take, looks like a 3-step run up and a right foot penalty. Ref is arguing about encroachment here. Lundstrom, hands on hips. Can he give Sheffield United the lead from the spot here? Up comes Lundstrom. Oh, he saved it. Unbelievable. It was quite far into the corner, but it was not too far off the ground. Lundstrom has missed the penalty kick. Wow. Let's have a look from behind. It's a good save, actually. It looks like it's going side netting. Oh, actually, it is a good 3 feet inside the post there. Oh, Chris Wilder holds his head. And it's going to be an attacking corner for Sheffield United. Decent save. If he just lifts that, though, his chances of scoring rise exponentially. Wow. What a controversial game we're getting here. Red card for John Egan. Then a penalty at the other end, and John Lundstrom has missed the penalty kick. Wow, wow, wow. Jack, thank you so much, buddy. A £2 super chat there. £1 for every... Are we doing that all season? £1 for every Norwich goal. Bring it on. Norwich, 100 points, 100 goals. Thank you, Jack. We'll talk on WhatsApp later. Great stuff. Right, let's catch up with your comments here. And we will have a look here. Wolf says 3-4-1. Yes, I got that wrong. I was thinking 3-5-1. However, or 5-3-1, whichever way around you want it. But obviously, no, they've gone 4-4-1. Let's have a look here. Alistair says there's no way that's a penalty. Charlie says think it's going to be overturned. Bash your Bulldog to take it. I bet Blades fans wish it was now. Burke did really well on the goal. Yes, he did. He did excellently on the goal there. Held it up, slid it through nicely. This is a sticky situation, isn't it? There we go. Let's be honest, there's hardly any contact, not enough to make him fall over like that. Yeah, it's been like that for years though, John, hasn't it? It's the act of contact, not the contact being proportionate enough to bring a 6'2" man to fall over. But it's been like that for years, hasn't it? There's just no way we can get into measuring contacts and how fast people run. Yeah, Wolf says it was always thus, John. Yeah, I know what you guys mean. I bet Wilder wishes he put Norwood on. Great save. Why Lundstrom? Pass. You have to ask Chris Wilder on that one. Nice height and inside. McGoldrick, yes, McGoldrick has good techers, but he has missed penalties before for Blades, hasn't he? There we go. Haven't got that much. 100 points, 100 goals. 100 points, 100 goals. Right, 38 minutes gone in this quite mental first half to this one. So we've had a red card for John Egan and we've had a missed pen for John Lundstrom. I thought Chris Wilder was going to pull out the away 1-0 glorious performance here. Great ball by... No, spoke too soon. Not great ball by Douglas Luiz there. Tried to find Grealish, who seems to have gone back out to the left-hand side now. Oh, dear. Wow. Perfect. Someone bought Sheffield United from me during the penalty, and even my 0-0 punt is still alive. There you go. Why Villa player not sent off as well? I don't think it was obvious goal-scoring opportunity, Sandra. Remember, we can't send off a player from one team because the other team had a player sent off. I actually agree with the ref on that one. Don't get me on the John Egan one. I'm completely not sure on that one, but I'm pretty sure that it was a penalty. It was a yellow card. I think he got that one right. I think Chris Basham just knocked it far enough ahead that he wasn't going to be in control of the ball and thus have an obvious goal-scoring opportunity. So I think he got that one right, but there we go. John says, sorry about that. You deserve more. Don't know what he's talking about there, but there we go. Here's Grealish, Hurahan, Douglas Luiz. Target, low cross blocked there, and Sander Berg. Hoofs! That one clear. Shall we bring some stats up, ladies and gentlemen? Although my opposite page has gone to a Vodafone advert. There we go. I've advertised you as well there, Vodafone. Congratulations. You have infiltrated our stream. Okay, 71% possession, but talk about big chances. The biggest of big chances, a 0.77 chance there, missed by Sheffield United. So for whatever you say, and I repeat myself over and again here, big chances are revealing. If you have a penalty, you should score, basically, according to a 77% chance. So for all of that possession and all of those chances, you can make a very, very reasonable argument that Sheffield United should be in the lead in this game. Good cross by Cash, really good cross. Headed clear there by Ampadu. And Grealish has got it in the box now. Stands up, Basham plays it inside to Hourihane on his left foot as well. Should hit the target there, Hourihane. He's better than that. Puts it over the top. Let's have another look at that. They're terrified of Grealish in the box, giving him 2 yards space. And to be fair, Lundstrom is charging down Hourihane, completely throws himself at the ball there. And Hourihane puts it over the top. 41 minutes up on this one. Lundstrom, not our normal penalty taker. Anyone but Lundstrom. There we go. Up the Wilder Blades, says Katie. More of a Kevin Bacon fan myself. Oh, we're talking about mobile phone networks. I got it. A lot of penalties are being missed, saved this season, are they? We got some stats on that, Charlie. I'm not saying you're wrong. I just wasn't aware. Trezeguet inside to Douglas Luiz, Douglas Luiz is doing this. He's saying, move the ball quicker. He's totally right. They're 10 versus 11. They've got to move around a team that knows how to defend. Grealish, oh, brilliant skill again by Grealish. Beats Basham, dribbles into the box and wins the corner. What a player he is. I know people don't like him, but superb player, Jack Grealish. I can't remember when Lundstrom scored a penalty. Did I know Lucas João was on trial at Ipswich? I did not know that. That's absolute madness. Another one we let go. There we go. Corner into the box, and it looks like Watkins has fouled Basham. Wry smile from the ref there, who is going to be much talked about for the red card decision there. I'm sure we'll watch 1,000 replays of that. Just remember the laws. It's denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity. Doesn't say last man in any of the laws. Sorry. We're just judging, did John Egan foul Ollie Watkins and deny him an obvious goal-scoring opportunity? If he did those two things, A, he fouled him, and B, he denied him an obvious goal-scoring opportunity, then it's a red card. It's highly subjective, though. There is no black and white here. Remember, you can deny someone an obvious goal-scoring opportunity by making a good tackle, yeah? Or by fair physical contact. Remember, in football, there is such thing as fair physical contact, i.e. jumping together or sliding in and fairly winning the ball. And as long as your contact is not reckless or endangering the opponent, that is fair. So it is plausible that one can deny an attacking player with fair physical contact. Obviously, if you're grabbing and pulling shirts, that's not fair physical contact. But hey, I probably need to see the replay another 20 times. I'm very interested, though, that the VAR had a lot more of a look on the penalty than it did on the red card. I was much more certain that they got the penalty right than they had the red card, but they were much more certain. And I'm not saying they're wrong. Look, they're trained refs with all the equipment. They know more about it than me. So I'm interested, though, that they came to that conclusion quicker. James says, how have Cash and Watkins played? Well, Cash is on the ball at the moment and swings in a decent cross. And fine, 6, 7 out of 10, 6.5 out of 10 for both. Glenn, here's Grealish. Hourihane tries to feed it back. Grealish is having a word with McGinn, saying, Why aren't you playing that? Glenn says the contact was very soft. Yellow card, not straight red. It's a difficult one, Glenn, isn't it? Because it's not about how hard the contact is. If the contact is deemed a foul and that denies an obvious goal scoring opportunity, then it's a red card. If the contact is soft enough to not be deemed a foul, then it's just no foul and play on. So it's a tricky one, isn't it? John says the key in the red is would the keeper, that is another point, would the keeper get there before Watkins? That is also another point. But then we're into speed equals distance over time. How far are both players from the ball and who is moving quicker? That's GCSE maths, isn't it? So you'd have to have a look at that. If Ramsdale is A, moving quicker than Watkins, or B, closer to the ball proportionately that he doesn't need to be moving quicker, then John has a point. It's not an obvious goal-scoring opportunity because Ramsdale would have won the ball. So that's another reasonable argument against it. It's totally subjective, though. Totally, unless we're literally going to get in to that. Right, I'm going to make a terrible confession here. Maxwell says, what shaver do I use for my goatee? Would you believe Shaylee bought some of these little plastic flip razors that she can do stuff with? And I said, can I ever go with one of them? And it's good. I want to get one of the ones that I used to get shaved by this Turkish guy, but that was when I had a job and I could afford to do things like that. And he had like the big steel, but it's actually just a little plastic. I just go around like that and just do the edges with that. So it's actually a women's razor. Do you know what? Let's put it on the Amazon shop list. I'll make a note of that. But yes, embarrassingly enough, it's my missus' razor, but it just does the edges around there, and I'm dark enough for that to work, despite all the grey hairs. 47 up on this one. Sorry, we've been talking red cards and all sorts. Can I just say thank you as ever to you subscribers for debating it in the most grown-up way that we actually get on YouTube. No one's gone, oh, definite red. Oh, no. Everyone is referring to the laws, saying, oh, well, I think if this and I think that. So can I just applaud? I'm not blowing smoke up your backsides. Can I just applaud, as ever, the intelligent subscribers of this channel for actually here's Grealish in the box, well tackled by Ampadu, for actually understanding the laws of the game here. So thank you, guys. Women products are usually better quality for good sensitive skin. There we go. Here is Mings. Fed to Cash. 35 yards out. Cash out to Trezeguet on the right wing. Back infield to Cash. And Trezeguet building up slowly. And Fleck is going to win that. And it's cleared by Jack O'Connell. And Ollie Burke cannot do a lot with that. We are 48-23 into the first half, 4-minute stoppage time. So we're expecting half-time. Anytime. Target. McGinn is fouled. Clear foul, that one. Basham puts his hands on his head, but he's done you there, Bash. And we're going to get one more chance for a free kick. We don't need to see a replay of this one. That's clumsy, Mr. Basham. Just bumps into him. There's going to be a free kick to Villa. Looks like Grealish is eyeing this one up, although Hourihane is an excellent set play taker. It's just to the left-hand side of the box. So Hourihane would swing it outwards. Grealish would swing it inwards. You'd think Grealish would be capable of pulling off a shot on goal and scoring from here. Hourihane takes it, however. Bounced up at Trezeguet. Douglas Luiz is holding his head. Maybe he thinks he wasn't quite alive to that one. And it's half-time. Close-up of the referee here as we go to half-time. Just explaining the decision for the penalty to Matt Target. Target won't mind because he's taken a yellow and they did not score. Andrew says, in other news, I would recommend a spam and cheese toasty for tea. I'm on one meal today, so I'm going to have some fruit. Chris Wilder. Oh, they cut the camera. Boo. I just wanted to try and lip read what Chris Wilder was about to ask the ref there. I'm sure we get nothing out of these refs. All he would say, denial of an obvious goal scoring opportunity, red card. That's all he'll say. He'll just quote the rules and away we go. Grealish is lucky to stand the pitch sometimes. Contact with players very subject sometimes to staying on his feet. Questionable. He definitely splits opinion. Darren says, I still watch your channel, even though I'm a Leeds fan. Well, join us, Darren, for our dearly departed shows this year. We are covering Leeds, Fulham, West Brom, Villa and Sheffield United this season. So plenty for you to see as Snoop Dogg makes another $1 billion for that annoying Just Eat advert. I'm amazed. That's the longest I've seen Grealish stay on his feet. I'll leave him alone. Yes, not fouled too many times or on the floor too many times. Why is Ben not a pundit? I am a pundit, Maxwell. We just do it down my channel here. Did you see my penalty stats comment, mate? I think I read it out in the feed. If it was in the feed, I did, yeah. Or did I? I don't recall. Put it again in the feed. What's my height? 5 feet 8.5. Not tall. Katie says Villa was reliant on Grealish last two seasons. Without him, they're like Christmas without Santa. Well, he's definitely the best player, isn't he? So let's actually have a look at the stats for halftime. Although we did look about 40 minutes in, but we'll have another look here. Let me remove the banner. And 76% possession Villa, 7 shots to 1, 4 on target, 8 corner kicks to 2. However, as I always say, the most revealing stat, I believe, if you're going to use stats, is big chances or XG. And look at that. Aston Villa, no big chances. Sheffield United, 1 big chance. We all know that that was the penalty kick. And given that Villa have created no big chances, Sheffield United should be winning this game because they've missed a pen. So that's how I read those stats. Look at the passing stats. My God. 239 to 77. 209 to 43 accurate passes. Fortunately, one of the accurate passes for Blades was Ollie Burke through to Chris Basham, who seems to have lungs made out of steel to be as fit as he is getting up and down. And that penalty. So often we look to the stats to try and tell us the game state and the narrative, but we all know what the narrative is. Villa started well. Sheffield United came back for the first 10 minutes. Red card. Villa absolutely on top after that. Counter-attack. Penalty. Sheffield United should have taken the lead. So the narrative is fairly clear in this one. Let's have a look here. Have I missed much, or has it been rather a boring affair? It's my first time watching against it. No, it's been fantastic. All sorts of controversy. We are lacking a goal, but not lacking incident. Do I think the Prem is bigger than the NBA? I think we answered that one, H. Huss. I don't know enough about the NBA to comment, I have to say so. Ben should be on Sky as the championship expert pundit. I agree, Gurney. Go and write a letter. Write a letter to Sky. Down to 10 men away from home. 2 players who have not played for months and created the best passing move of the game. That's why I'm a Blade. Lee should be in the lead. It's, Villa have had 71% possession but not created a big chance. Sheffield United have had 29% possession and created the 1 big chance. So, yes, I agree. Blade should be in the leading. I know you wasn't, Ben. If I'm right, 21 penalties have been given. 11 saved, missed 10, so not massive disparity, but a lot missed. But given it's 77% chance. So there you go. Out of interest, Ben, Blues announcement video must have. What did they do now, John? I haven't seen it. They have been quite what's the word? Creative. Right, we're back in the Sky studio. So I'm gonna get. Darren is totally right. Possession doesn't matter. Yeah, well, what I'll add to that is possession doesn't matter if you don't score any goals with it. Right, I'm going to have a really good look at the red card now. So Mings boots it into the channel. They run together, and for about 5 or 6 steps, John Egan is holding Ollie Watkins. I do want to have a look at the goalkeeper, though, because John did make a good point. Is the keeper going to get it? Oh, that's a very good point that John's made, actually. So even if it is a foul, does Ramsdale's position stop it from being an obvious goal-scoring opportunity? This is so 50-50, this decision. So, look, I'm watching a replay from right behind. I think it is a foul, and I'm not pleading the fifth on this, but John in the chat might actually be right that Ramsdale then is clearing it up from being an obvious goal-scoring opportunity. I don't have the sound on. I don't know what Jamie Carragher's saying. Let me know. He's normally pretty good on this one. So, look, there's all sorts of permutations for this red card here. If Ramsdale is not getting there first, I think it's a red card because I do think it's a foul. I think he's holding him. If Ramsdale is getting there first, then it's a foul. It's a free kick. It's not an obvious goal-scoring opportunity, and therefore it's a yellow card. It's only a red card if it's an obvious goal-scoring opportunity. So I don't know what you guys think in the chat there. We're into speed equals distance over time here. And is Watkins going to arrive at the ball before Ramsdale does? That, to me, now is the question, because I do think it's a foul. They're re-showing the penalty incident. I think they got the penalty right, I have to say. I think it was a foul, and I don't think it was an obvious goal-scoring opportunity. No, Martinez dives out. Let's look. Does he pull his hand away? He just lets it go. And the ball is either going to go round the post, and Tyrone Mings also stops for the foul, which could have meant it was not an obvious goal-scoring opportunity. Decent save, but yeah, let's have a look at your comments here. Ben, what do you think of my new profile pic? I can't see it, Dave. All I can see is a green man there. Blades have done enough first half. Red card certainly changed the game. We'll do more. Sharpie has to come on. Well, remember, if we really believe in big chances, then Blades are actually doing fine because they've created one big chance from the pen, and Villa have created no big chances. The question is, can Sheffield United play for 75, 80 minutes with stoppage time without conceding any big chances? I'm not sure they can. It's a hard old ask, especially given the amount of possession they're conceding. But they did in the first half and didn't concede any big chances. So it just might be a question of, as time ticks on, will it just be too hard for Blades to stop Villa creating a big chance? When Lundstrom goes in to negotiate his contract, I hope he remembers that poor penalty. There we go. Burke has done surprisingly well. Yeah, it's a difficult old chance. Bit of a bombastic shirt. I like it. Comment of the day. Egan is certainly a key player for us. Yes, but it wasn't serious foul play or violent conduct, was it? So it won't be 3 games. It'll only be 1 game, won't it? Is Lundstrom a regular starter now, asking for FPL? Yes. Yes, he is. Isco apparently off to Wolves. Okay. 100% record in penalties so far. Which way, Katie? For or against? Hi, Ben. I think Watkins will get a goal. I hope more, but at the moment we need to be clever. Should have and score the first goal. Absolutely. Possession stat doesn't matter if the opposition is not trying to have a lot of possession. For Leeds, it definitely does. Yeah, possession is, as we always say, it's what you do with it. If you have 10% possession but create 3 big chances, then that's 10% good possession. If you have 10% possession but don't create any chances with it, then that's 10% bad possession. I think it's fairly clear that. Ewan says, I don't think that was a clear goal scoring opportunity. What, because of the keeper coming out? You may be right. But yeah, give me your reasoning there. Here's another caveat. Yeah, Watkins gets slowed by the pulling. That's why the goalkeeper has a chance. That's a reasonable argument. That is a reasonable argument. Yeah. If he would have got there first but was prevented by the foul, then that is by definition preventing a clear goal scoring opportunity. we're just getting into literally the only way is to show me the speed of all three of the players, how many meters they are away from the ball, and the speed of the ball. That's literally the only way you can get a black and white answer out of this. You'd need a physicist to do a scientific breakdown of, right, who actually would have got to the ball first if their running speed was the same, or, had stayed the same without the foul. So there you go. Robert says, not a pen for me, but then I'm a blue nose. There we go. It is a foul, but if that's against Liverpool or Man U, I'm telling you that doesn't get awarded. I'm not getting involved in that. There we go. Imran, I'm a Forest fan, been impressed with Ollie Burke. Interesting seeing him play as a striker. Yeah, he was a winger, wasn't he, for his time at Forest? His very short time at Forest, and cashed in very, very quickly. Where are we now looking? Villa player seems to have given up the chase for the ball when Egan's challenge stopped the game. That would be a clever tactic if you were being pulled, to say, oh, I now can't get to the ball. In the same way Basham gets the contact and goes down to show, look, I've been fouled. In the same way players go down to show contact, it would be a sensible thing to do if you are being pulled, to stop, wouldn't it? To say, look, I was going to get to that ball and now I've stopped. So I guess that is the same thing as a player, drawing a foul and going down. So, yeah, I don't particularly have a problem with that, I have to say. John's posted me in the Blues video and tagged in it. Guys, let me know if I turn this fan on, whether the noise is particularly annoying. Let me know if you get an annoying noise from a fan, because I am burning up in here with my lights on here. Just coming up for the second half. Hi to Robin's on tour there. Go and subscribe there. Let me know if that fan's annoying, guys. I think Villa will score in the second half. Just don't think Sheffield United can hold out. Well, we'll see. Katie said she's 5'7", so 1 inch shorter than me. There we go. How heavy would you be if Jeff Bezos decides to buy it? I'd be ecstatic, so long as he reinvests money from sold players. What's the score? It's 0-0, Daz, but that doesn't tell the whole story. Are you surprised Ollie Burke started? Yes. And how's he done so far? Well, he's had one big moment where he was playing on the counter and he managed to help win a penalty for his team. So he's done very well. 3/4 of a bottle of red done and homemade chips. And lovely. Skin on Lee. I've got a good tactic for homemade chips that I'll share with you while we're not in a chat here. Villa were worse when facing 10. We don't know how to break a team down. That is a reasonable point, because Villa's best player is Jack Grealish, who loves to stop, slow down, and then accelerate. So when you have a team who are happy to stick 2 banks of 4, which Blades wouldn't normally be, but are with 10 men, does that play into Grealish's favour? You would think, being such a good dribbler, he'd be happy in those tight spaces, but maybe it's too tight. Who knows? Villa have to win this. Anything but 3 points will be deemed failure to win. There we go. How's my fantasy team doing? Don't talk to me about my fantasy team this week, Henry. I'll do the video on Wednesday this week. But yeah, Son Heung-min. Oh dear, I took him out. There we go. John says on Egan Red, he was the last defender, was holding him back and wasn't an attempt to get the ball. Ramsdale could have got there, but that was with Egan pulling him back. Yes, I agree with your reasoning, John, on that if Ramsdale got there first because of the pullback, then yes, it is a red. If you're right about that. I'm not saying you are. I'd need to see speed equals distance over time and meters per second equations on that. However, just be careful with he was the last defender. That doesn't matter. Remember, it's denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity. You'll see 100 instances in the game where, for example, the right winger takes on the left back and he's fouled over on the wing and he's the last defender, essentially. However, it's not an obvious goal-scoring opportunity, but I'm being a pedant here. Who's coming on? Oh, no one. It's just Esri Konza. There we go. Max says he's tiny at 5'10". Hey, you're lucky at 5'10". Deary me. Egan out for the Leeds match. All going according to plan. There you go. Although we'll see how Ampadu does. I'm sure he'll fill in there. As a Forest fan, this game is fun to see all the ex-Forest players, but it makes me a little sad. Oh, at least Forest Forest 2 defeats straight away in this one. Oh, I can see why they're focused on Konza now. He came out and did his run up and then held his behind his hamstring there. So interesting. John also took Son out of his fancy Premier League team. Right, we're now starting the second half. Dermot Gallagher says, in his opinion, it wasn't a red, or in diplomatic speak, he was unfortunate to be sent off. There we go. And it's lovely to see everyone debating the red card in the way it should be, i.e., it's highly subjective. Everyone's entitled to their view. And whichever way you go, you may be right, unless we're starting to do equations on force of pull, meters per second, distance between everyone, velocity of ball. You'd literally need to be a physicist to give me a black or white answer on that. So nice one. On the red, Ramsdale should not be coming out there. Egan can stop Watkins from getting inside. Ramsdale just needs to stop a shot. Well, you may be right. However, if Ramsdale doesn't come out there, I think that's a definite red, because I actually happen to think it was a pull and a foul. But you're entitled to disagree. But I think Ramsdale saves Egan's bacon there if he's close enough for you to say it's not a obvious goal scoring opportunity. Completely subjective, guys. Complete fun debate. I think you can argue fairly reasonably for no red and for a red. If you're arguing no red, I still happen to think it's foul. So I think you're either arguing between a yellow and a red here. A yellow and it's not a goal scoring opportunity. Some people may think it's not a foul. I think it's foul. That's as far as I'm prepared to go on that one. But there we go. Target. Oh, tries the volley cross there into the side netting. John says, I'll settle this. It's never red because it's in Villa's favours. Too technical for me, but great points. Oh, apparently I've missed a super chat. Oh, crap. Sorry. Archie, legend. Archie, I thought you said you weren't going to super chat again because of your job. Please don't super chat me if you don't have the money to. Archie was, well, I hope he doesn't mind me saying it, was made redundant, I think. So let us know what the job situation is, Archie. And please don't feel you have to super chat if you're short of cash. But it's very, very kind. And just let us know in the chat the job situation if you've got anything sorted. Mike says Watkins started the shirt grabbing first, hey? He started it, ref. He started it. Yeah. Here is Cash down the right-hand side. Let's focus on the game here. Glenn says one up front. Isn't a bad formation second half. Guys, let me know if the fans, if you can hear the fan noise, if it's annoying you. If not, I'll keep it switched on, which will help me stay cool. Grealish switches it to the right. Cash crosses into the box and it is headed clear. Feels like Matt Cash needs to try and get into, unless he's been instructed to cross early, which I can't imagine he has when he's playing against Jack O'Connell, who's just literally going to head everything away. I just feel he needs to get into better positions. Konza is still holding his left hamstring just below his glute muscles there. I'm sure he'll try and play on, as all footballers always do, whether he's right to or not. Grealish to target down the left wing inside. Douglas Luiz. Good ball out to the right wing to Cash, who heeds my warning and plays it back to Douglas Luiz. Lovely defensive shape from Sheffield United. They really need to get Grealish on the ball. Here he is. Drags his foot over it. Basham stands off. Lovely ball by Grealish. Poor return by Watkins, though. Grealish there. So skillful, just drags his foot over it, and then with the outside of his right foot, just slides it in. It was a poor return, though. Hurahan. Douglas Luiz, who I've been quite impressed with, actually, recycles the ball very nicely. Villa fans, let me know what you think. Nearly gives it away as I say that. Back to Cash and Douglas Luiz again. Oh, lovely feet. Good play. Yeah, good player, Douglas Luiz. Here's Mings. Come on, step forward. I'm not a Villa fan, by the way. I'm just saying what I think he should do. Grealish inside. Archie, I'll read your comment in a sec, bud. Hurahan. Poor ball by him and headed away. And can the blades break? Poor old Burke is just going to have to run the channels, and it looks like he's fouled. Konza there. Ref's going to let that one go. Archie, all okay. Still on the hunt. Promising signs. Good. Feel guilty enjoying your content. Come on. We all know the situation here. Here's Grealish into the box here. Hurahan, Douglas Luiz, Cash, good block by Jack O'Connell, who's looking like he's going to maybe get some bonus points in the fantasy league, let's just say. Yeah, thank you, Arch. I'll just read that again. Please don't feel anyone. Look, only super chat if you feel that you can. Here come Sheffield United on the break. Oh, Basham has lost it, and then telescopic leg has won it back. Let me know if you've been following on Twitter. Brentford have announced Saman Ghoddos. Let me know if you know anything about him. Can I get a drink, please, darling? I'm struggling with my voice. So I'm just speaking to Shaylee on Snapchat. She's always worth an opinion. Hey. Yes, good luck, Archie. Yeah, good on you. The fan is quieter than me eating half of my sandwich. There you go. Good luck to Archie. Yeah, thank you. Spidey says Douglas Luiz is a beast. Really hit the ground running after the restart. Oh, low ball across, swept up by Ramsdale there. Excuse me. Just struggling with the old voice. Hopefully, we'll see the lovely Shaylee any second. It was a cross from Target on the left wing. Oh, ouch. Gets a knee in the back of the head there. I think the player apologised straight after. Oh, Curry has arrived for Charlie. What did you get, Charlie? Steve Morrison. Oh, here is Shaylee.
Will this suffice?
That will suffice. You're going to come say hello to the chat.
Hi.
What are your views on the red card for John Egan in this game, Shaylee? It's 50-50.
Oh, no. 50-50.
50-50. Right. I'll see you later, my darling. Thank you.
It's very hot in here.
You're going to get some comments, so go in the feed and answer them, yeah?
My comments.
Right. Right, let's see if I can sort my voice. Sorry, I shouldn't do that near the mic. John, thank you so much, sir. Give us a DM about the new Birmingham signing, John, if you've got any info on him. Thank you so much for the super chat. Darren says, is your lash shy because she's got a leaf top on? It's a Lady Gaga top. Here is Grealish down the left wing. Into the box by Hurahan. And, right, this is the new drinking game. Headed away by Jack O'Connell for the 5 millionth time in this game. Let's just bring his stats up on the other screen. Here's Grealish into the... Oh, well blocked out there by Baldock. Sheffield United defending very well. Grealish very upset that wasn't given as a corner. Let's see if he is right. He played the give and go with McGinn. And yes, he was right. That should have been a corner. Bulldog gives it a fist bump when he wins that decision. Didn't know wine came in Pepsi Max cans, says Steve Morrison. I promise it is Pepsi Max. There we go. Chris Cohen in at Luton. Yes, I saw that today, Martin. What do you think? Forest fans are not very happy with that, to be honest. So I think you've got a good guy in there. Shaylee, what? No buns for Ben? She made macaron shells earlier, Mike, so I'll grab one there. No wine and no Mickey Mouse. There we go. Oh, Christ, sorry, wrong button. Your lass is lovely, isn't she, Darren? Thank you. It's hot in here, isn't it? Right. Oh, Spidey just survives there. If that had said Jesus, he was going on the naughty step there. I'm unconvinced you're hearing your words. Yeah. No, honestly, you'll You'll understand it's Pepsi in a minute. Right, I was just going to bring up Jack O'Connell's stats just to see how well he has headed and headed and kicked and cleared everything in this game thus far. Player details. Let's have a look. Well, that's massively unhelpful. Doesn't actually give me a roundup of what he's done in this. They've only got him Basham's got a 7. They got him as a 6.9 in terms of their rating there. Let's just put the banner up, guys. Although we all know it's 0-0. Douglas Luiz. Watkins holds up and plays to Hourihane out to target on the left wing. Here's Hourihane. Douglas Luiz. Cash. Sheffield United still in a lovely defensive shape, though. Very narrow, nice and close together. Good line. Just making it hard to play through, which makes perfect sense. Here's Mings forward from centre back. He plays it inside to Douglas Luiz. And it goes wide to Cash. And back to Douglas Luiz. Hourihane. Target. Hourihane. Douglas Luiz. Cash. And Lundstrom wins it. And they get a little bit lucky. It just falls to Fleck. And hopefully, from a Blades point of view, they can relieve the pressure. Oh, nice step there by Sander Berger inside. Here's Basham. A rare foray into the other half. George Baldock. They just look like they're loving actually having an attack here, Sheffield United. Baldock, nice step over. Crosses into the back post. And, of course, there's only one up top. But they can recycle this now. Villa turn it over quickly and it's back with Blades. Ampadu. Oh, nice ball into the feet of Baldock. Played through. Berger into the box. Oh, Douglas Luiz got lucky there. He was completely the wrong side of Sander Berger there. And he could have brought him down. Could have been another penalty if Berger had have, exaggerated the contact there. But very dangerous on the break, Sheffield United there. Douglas Luiz to Hourihane. Grealish wants Target to come outside him. Basham playing the 1.5 metre game with Jack Grealish, which is probably the best thing to do. Just stand off and not get suckered in. Because he's either going past you or you're going to foul him. Cash. Trezeguet. Inside to Watkins. That's poor from Watkins. Just gives it away. And Sheffield United, just these last 2 minutes, have just had a couple of breakaways. Here's Fleck. Burke needed to give him an option then, and he didn't. He stayed marked the whole time. He needs to find the space, Ollie Burke, up the top. I know it's hard. 10 men. Maybe they'll go with Billy Sharp sooner rather than later. Oh, they've got McBurney as well. Though McBurney would really make the ball stick. Let me know what you think. At the moment, I'm enjoying Jack O'Connell's performance and Douglas Luiz's performance in this game. Anyone else standing out for you guys? Glenn says, Villa now, still no breakthrough strength for the Blades defence. They defend it very well, but here's Grealish, the danger man, inside. Douglas Luiz, who's had so much of the ball. Out to Trezeguet, low cross. And guess what just happened? Jack O'Connell clears it. I wish people called me Jesus. You don't. You really don't. Michael San Jose, 2-year contract, centre-back or defensive midfielder. Nice. Spanish international free. I look forward to watching him play for Birmingham. Hourihane out to Target. Someone needs some quality for Villa. They're just not going to break down Sheffield United. Here's Grealish. Little touch inside. Not quite on his wavelength there, McGinn, which he normally is. Played inside to Hourihane on halfway. Into Cash. The fullbacks just need to get forward and occupy players. They can play right inside the other fullbacks. And they've won it against Sheffield United. I do feel Villa are playing a little bit into Sheffield United's hands now. Sander Berger, he's got that one manoeuvre there where he just sidesteps the ball. He's done it twice and it's worked a treat again there. We have a substitute warming up. Is that Billy Sharp? Let me know who that sub is warming up. It looks like it's about to come on. Burke nearly gets played in there. John says, glad for Cohen, deserves a first team job. Great job. Hope you can take experience and then maybe take over Forest in the future. Although I'm not Sabri out yet, indeed. Really, Wait Wilder. He's done an incredible job with the Braves, hasn't he, Jess? What a brilliant manager. Tony. Actually, when people talk about Brentford's record in transfers, we forget we let O'Connell and Egan go surprisingly easy, although neither of them looked as good as they do. Now, crossed into the back post, Watkins, and it's just headed away. I think it's Baldock on the cover there. Good header. I'll answer that in one sec, Tony. Cleared target, crossed it in. Yeah, I think they got a good price for Egan. I think they got 3 or 4 million at a point where they wanted to recycle. And look, the thing Brentford have always done well, which justifies any sale. You can add Alfie Mawson into that as well, who went out from Brentford. That justifies any sale that the Bees have made is that they reinvest quite superbly. Long range effort there by Trezeguet, nothing doing. Cash on the right wing. And McGinn, target. Inside to Hurahan, but so tight this Blades defence. They're going to need to... Someone's going to need to pick a real key pass here to get past this Sheffield United defence. And the other thing as well, Tony, is in no other circumstance would John Egan and Jack O'Connell have improved so much than working with Chris Wilder. So it's kind of the perfect storm for those players because... such a great manager, and they were so perfect for his system as well, weren't they? Sub for Villa, Keenan Davis comes on for Connor Hurahan. And I guess it does seem strange in one regard because Hurahan's probably their best long-range shooter and a good set play taker. But Davis is another forward, isn't he? And maybe a different threat, maybe some pace and some power. Konza has scored from the corner, though. They have finally broken them down. Ezri Konza has scored. The corner went in, I think, from target on the near post. There was me saying they've taken off their best set play taker. It was flicked on, and Konza, it's a really good header on the back post. Speaking of ex-Brentford players, Mings, he does really well. It's a good climb. He's up against... he gets one-on-one with, that is not, but it's Ender Stevens, isn't it? So, yeah, that's not desirable for Sheffield United at all. Konza is a lot taller than Ender Stevens. It's a really good header, though, because it's a standing jump, and he gets enough power on it just to push it past the dive. Dean Smith applauds. He'll be very happy because he just affected the game, really. He'll take the credit with the substitution. But... Ezri Konza with the opening goal in this one. And it's a real tough one for Sheffield United now because their game plan was working. John Fleck seems to have gone off. And is that Ben Osborne? Come on. Yes. So let me just make a note of that before I update the score. So fresh legs there by Chris Wilder. But Konza has given... Villa, the lead here. I think 62 was the goal time. Correct me if I'm right. 62-10. Sky have just put up there. Get your thoughts in on that. It is 1-0 to Aston Villa. We'll bring some stats up in a hot minute. I doubt that will go down as a big chance, actually, because of the angle and the nature of the header. Chris Wilder is just pondering, quite how to take this. I mean, if you trust anyone to come up with a strategy, it would be Chris Wilder. But this is hard for him because they've allowed Villa to be possession heavy, and the game state has basically been attack defence with Blades happy to counter and successfully counter-attack, and obviously winning the penalty and nearly getting Sander Berger in. However, now they have no point to hold on to, so there needs to be some kind of chase. I'm interested to see what the mastermind Wilder comes up with here. Lundstrom. Might be interesting to see what Villa do as well, because they may just subliminally back off 10 metres now, as teams tend to do after they have taken the lead. Goal, says John Walk, and he's thrown his betting slip in the bin. Also, I'm sure like nearly 20% in this game are ex-Brentford. We can probably do the maths, can't we, Tony? Let's have a look. Konza, yes. Watkins, yes. Egan, yes. O'Connell, yes. 4. So, yeah, 4 out of 22. So, yeah, you're not far off. Let's get your comments in on the goal. Ramsdale should have got a hand to that one. Unfortunate goal. 1-1 worth a punt now. 11-1. Crikey. Attacking corner here. How is David, Bobby Firmino, McGoldrick playing? He was substituted, I'm afraid. Sadly sacrificed due to the red card. I'm wearing a cup. Is not happy. Corner into the box, headed away by Tyrone Mings. It's recycled, though. Lovely feet by Baldock. Really good play. Basham cuts it back, and Sander Berger is blocked out. And Douglas Luiz holds it up. He's had a really good game, hasn't he? I'm impressed with him. Plays it back to Mings. He's used the ball very well. Good player, Douglas Luiz. Ben, you have an omniscient and omnipotent knowledge of football and championship. Maybe you are the second coming of Jesus Christ, or at least football Christ. Does he go on a naughty step for that? He paid me too many compliments. There we go. Not the same about Holt End Limbs. Reading to announce Raquelme at 8 p.m. Okay. Right. Let's see what Chris Wilder comes up with this one then. Grealish, Davis, Watkins given away. Osborne. Nice hold by Ollie Burke. And Osborne can't receive it back. Counter attack now from Villa. Watkins is 1-on-1 with Baldock. Played inside. Grealish. Oh, quality from Grealish there. Just waited. Tried to shape it in the far post. Ramsdale, big dive, just wide there. Closest Grealish has been today. 1 touch, 2 touch. Oh, that's unlucky. Just tries to shape it in the far post there. Is Brewster signing? Brewster heavily linked now with Crystal Palace. I'm wearing cup. Right, here comes Ollie McBurney. Basham's gone off, so keep an eye on the team shape here. Thank you, Ben. You're very kind. McBurney in for Basham. So does that mean 2 up front? McBurney's just gestured someone. What's Wilder saying? Let's see if we can lip read him here, or see if he's going to hold up any fingers to give someone. It's comment of the day. Ben, would you start an OnlyFans? Would definitely subscribe. Nice one, Spidey. Only if you wear your spider pants. That's tremendous. Right. So Burke is down the middle. Ampadu, it looks like they've gone back. No, Basham went off. So they won't have gone back to 3 at the back unless Osborne's gone there. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out this team shape. Or is it just straight 2 up top? McBurney is playing right on Ezri Konza. Interesting. When it's so annoying not being at the game because you just want to have a look at the pitch and figure out the team shape. I think they've gone 2 up top in some way, shape or form. Maybe it's like a 4-3-2. Yeah, they've still got a back 4 there. Yeah. So it looks like they've got a back 4. Berger is sitting in front of the back 4, like a holding midfielder, with then Ben Osborne to his left, but he's literally got to play kind of 1.5 positions. and then Lundstrom on the right, who's also got to play 1.5 positions. So it's like a 4-3-2 with 3 men in the central midfield trying to cover the width of 4. So you'd think Dean Smith now, the plan would be to just overload central midfield because that's where the gap is. Let me know what you think about that. But nice to see, like Gerhard Struber did at the game I saw on Saturday, 10-man, go for it, 4-3-2, 2 up top. Try and get something out of it, yeah? Not sure about McBurney coming on for Basham. Yeah, hopefully I've just explained that, Glenn. But I get it. And look, I think Chris Wilder's got about probably 400 to 500 bad decisions in credit from Sheffield United from the work he's done there. So where are we? We're 20 minutes to go, guys, in this one. Let's have a look at some stats. Although we kind of know the game state, although we're expecting this to now get stretched in respects of Sheffield United are actually out of their 4-4-1 shape that they've been in with 10 men and have just opened up the midfield now with a 4-3-2. So let's just bring up, they've got an attacking free kick actually, Blaze. I'm just going to remove the banner and 75% possession, 11 shots, only 2 on target, 9 corners, still no big chances. I thought the header wouldn't go down as a big chance. 440, 149. It just, if you're a Blades fan, you've just bemoaning that missed penalty as Keenan Davis heads that away. Lundstrom gets it back in the mixer on the volley from Ampadu. Just shanked that one a little bit there. Didn't get a clean connection. He's annoyed at himself. And I feel his pain there. 71 gone. Let's have another look at this chance for Ampadu. I guess the reason I said he shanked it, I'm being unfair to him. I think he shinned it more than he shanked it, but he certainly didn't get a clean contact. Oh, Douglas Luiz paying chicken there with Ollie McBurney. That's the wrong guy to do that with. I know it goes without saying, but I do admire Chris Wilder's bravery. They're pressing the hell out of the centre halves now. All the substitutes are. They're going to go down in flames or they're going to equalise Sheffield United. That's the world away. And when you support a team, that's what you want your manager to do. Look, we either lose 3-0 or we're going to get a point, because what's the difference between losing 1-0 and 3-0? Hey, a couple of goals difference. And if you're worried about goal difference on your second game of the season, then you're too cautious. Trezeguet, who's not really impressed me in this game. He's been fairly quiet, hasn't he? I'm fairly certain he won't last the 90, in fact. Although, how many subs have Villa made now? Davis for Hurahan. Let's just have a look at the state in terms of substitutes there. Sheffield United, as you'd imagine, with them being down to 10, have made all 3 there. There's only been 1 sub for Villa. Here's Grealish, edge of the box, and he is robbed. And Osborne, nice tackle. Sander Berger, please research this guy. He does the same move every time, and it works every time. Just feints one way and turns to his left. But he gives the ball away. And here's Douglas Luiz, who's probably man of the match, I would suggest. Get your thoughts in on that assertion. He's played it wide to Trezeguet. Low cross, Watkins. Oh, he's well covered there. Was that Ampadu, I think, does really well to get touch tight to Watkins. He's going to score that if Ampadu doesn't. Yeah, Watkins makes the run. Sorry, I'm giving Ampadu credit for something Baldock did. It's Baldock. Beg your pardon there. Got that wrong. Sorry. Good defending, nonetheless. Let's have a look here. Oh, God, not another one. Hope you're okay. Lost my job. Oh, dear. I feel your pain, Iain. We've spoken to Archie. I've lost mine as well. Yeah, sympathy for anybody who's lost their job because of COVID. It sucks. It really, really sucks. A lot of businesses sadly have no choice either. It's this bloody pandemic. There we go. Vindaloo. Nice and hot. There we go. Yeah, good job with the job hunt there. Championship from the first 2 games. Who are the teams to watch? Who could be in big trouble? Well, teams to watch at the moment are the 100%ers, aren't they? Reading, Luton and Bristol City. Particularly Luton and Bristol City look very interesting, don't they? Reading maybe down to some Barnsley red cards got their second win. But who's in trouble at the moment? Forest. Their manager's under lots and lots of pressure. 2 defeats. And Forest is a big club, and they do not tolerate being that low in the division. Chris Wilder looks exasperated with the 4th official. 15 minutes to go in this one. Remember, wind your brains back to the thing that changed this game, the red card for John Egan. Probably 10, 12, minutes in. Long throwing down the line by Cash. Trezeguet, surely handball there. Not deliberate. He gets away with it. Spread wide to Target and out to Grealish. Bit of space, left corner of the box. He's going on his right foot, guys. Oh, I love that move he does where he moves right and then plays with the outside of his foot. Clips it. Oh, quality from Grealish. And the volley into the ground wide there. Brilliant play by Grealish in the build up to that. Drops his shoulder. Goes one way. We're going to get a replay of that. And just slides the ball right, dinks it perfectly over, and it's poor from Trezeguet, but quality as usual. From Grealish, give him some fantasy bonus points for that, for goodness sake. Jack Grealish for Villa last season, ranked first in minutes, goals, assists, and chances created. As you would imagine. Oh, goodness. Thank you, Tony. Very, very kind of you. We're not on the wine tonight. Maybe I'll have a night off that. I thought it'd send across a small amount of cash for all the good. Thank you so much. Tony, who's a Brentford fan. Thank you so much. That's really, really kind. And between you, me, Tony, and all the people watching, there's a 50-50 chance I might get to see your lot play at the weekend. Fingers crossed. Through the back of Grealish there, the advantage played. Fed wide to Watkins inside the box, left corner. Watkins curler. Oh, unlucky. Nice shape on that, just over the bar from Watkins, closest he's come. Let's have another look at that. Yeah, McGinn just slid it across. We've got a nice shot from behind the goal. That's really close. Really close. Unlucky. Eliza. Having a note with no wine. Love you, mate, but can't sit. I'm going to try. Let me try, okay? Let me try. I'll have some tomorrow, obviously. I love your commentary, mate. Better than Neville's. That's high praise. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Fingers crossed. Thanks, Tony. If you got me on Twitter, Tony, I'll let you know via DM if I know more. Just tap us up on Twitter or Instagram. Here is McGinn, Grealish into the box. Oh, superb from Grealish again. And McGinn miscontrols it. Brilliantly disguised pass outside of the foot whilst he's such a good player. He dropped his shoulder to his left. As he dropped his shoulder, he pinged the ball with his right toe the other direction. What a player. Into the box, so the other end. Oh, Oliver Burke cut that one back. And they've turned it over, actually. Here comes Lundstrom. Bulldog. Looked borderline offside there, but held his run. Lundstrom inside Berger, edge of the box. Into the box. Sander Berger shot gets blocked. Blades get in some territory here. Bulldog back to Lundstrom. Lundstrom to Osborne inside. Bulldog again. Ampadu helping out from centre back. Oh, that's poor. He's given it away. So silly. So silly. No composure there from Ampadu. And they really have to make these attacks count, Sheffield United, when they do get up the pitch. And that was disappointing there after it looked like they carved out a good opening there. Glenn says, Villa still not taking us apart. Feel sorry for Chris. You cannot see the red. Yeah, totally agree. Brian Clough. I did meet the great man. Underrated player. Ollie Burke never found a club. Maybe A magical blade in the making. I hope so. If you have no one where you make up for don't, no, I can't do that. I'm terrible. I can't get up out of bed in the morning if I have too much. Goals conceded in the final 15 minutes. Aston Villa are the worst, apparently. Liam says, certainties of life, death taxes and Grealish running the show. Yeah, he's quite the influence on this Villa team, isn't he? Davis. Oh, couldn't find Grealish, could he? United are well known for last-minute comebacks or wins. I wouldn't put it past them. Here's Grealish into the box now. 1v1 with Bamford. Oh, Grealish! Oh, he sent everybody the wrong way and put it about 6 inches past the post there. He literally wrong-footed everyone in the stadium there. He went inside and cut the shot back just wide. Let's have a look at the replay. Just engages Ampadu as he goes in the box. Oh, that misses by nothing. Might even skim the post. Oh, no, misses by about a foot. I beg your pardon. Oh, goodness me. So close there for it being 2-0. As I said, Chris Wilder has opened it up in the centre of midfield to accommodate the second forward with the 10 men. Expect stuff to happen now. Lundstrom crosses into the back post. Cash has just got to get rid of that. And he has done just that. Up the line, well played. Cash. Can Blades recycle this? No, they've had to go home to Ramsdale. Oh, he's rushed that. That's really poor from Ramsdale. Giving the ball straight back to Villa. Mings just stands on it and slows the game down. He's got to do better with that, Ramsdale. Really panicked his clearance there. And now Grealish is on halfway, literally standing on the ball, saying, look, come and take it off us. Game slows right down now. Villa just want to take the sting out of Sheffield United and their ability to counter in this one. Mings to Konza. Out to Cash. Plays it into the channel. O'Connell just takes a step back, chests it down. Easily Sheffield United's best player today, Jack O'Connell. Although Sander Berg has been what he's done well. But Grealish has, sorry, not Grealish, I just read a comment. O'Connell's been excellent. Blades just need one corner to level this. Yeah, that's true. That's terrible, Ben. Grealish, second miss. He starts the fight, runs his fingers through his mare and admires his punch, Brian. How amazing is it to see #United in the early rounds of the FA Cup? Yellow card for Matt Cash. Takes too long on the throw-in. F me, man, he says. A yellow card for Matt Cash. Very handsome chap, isn't he, Matt Cash? With his nice beard trimmed and his Jack Grealish type haircut. Here is target inside to McGinn, who receives it. McBurney runs with him back. McGinn holds it up. I just seen Dave's Dave's put up a picture of Russell Brand and Jesus in there. Thank you, Dave. Very, very kind. Davis is holding it up. And Douglas Luiz gives it away for one. Ampadu gets on it. Do I drink much rosé or do I stick to the red and white? Maybe a bit of champagne. You called it exactly right. So stick to the red in the main because you can drink it over 2 or 3 nights. Yellow card for McGinn. They are turning the screw a bit here. Do love a bit of champagne when we can afford it. But yeah, mainly a red wine drinker. Ben, could you please take Grealish out of your fantasy team? He might score then. Don't worry, I'll take him out if he never scores. Right, so McGinn got given the yellow card, which means a Blades free kick, and it's cleared by Matt Cash. Throw-in to the Blades. Wilder instructing the play to be switched, or rather his back four to spread out. Yes, I did say back four. If for all of you who'd have been following a back four since the red card, in fact. Very rare for Chris Wilder, but needs must in this game. McBurney tries to flick on, nothing doing. Mings again slows the game down. Sensible influence there. Target does the same and plays it back to Tyrone Mings, who goes home and then creates an angle for a return ball. Martinez comfortable on that. Looking to find the right wing and Trezeguet. And the ball, well played, Douglas Luiz. Good feet there, just to get away from Osborne. Grealish, brilliant first touch. Comes away with it. Grealish, perfect. Outside of the foot, out to Trezeguet. Along the floor, that's where you want Hurahan around, but it's McGinn. Low shot, bobbly, not great technique, and it goes wide. Ben Streams should just recate to the Midlands. Most of his watch-alongs go, hey, I don't decide the Sky schedule. That's all I'll say. And this is obviously dearly departed stream, this one. But yes, just showing us the goal again here. Mings flicks on the near post. Would you believe? I didn't notice that. Jack O'Connell is running with Tyrone Mings. He just runs into John Lundstrom in the build-up to that. I wonder whether he could have got touch tight on Mings for the flick on if he hadn't run into Lundstrom there. Interesting. Lundstrom did nothing wrong. He's in the near post position, ready to try and header it away. But there we go. Let's go, Aston, says Rabbit. Here is Keelan Davis. Left side. Oh, good cross. Well played, Ramsdale there. Gets a hand to that one. Douglas Luiz recycles. Grealish second to that one. Bulldog does well. Are you doing a watch-along for Leeds away to Blades? Is it on Sky, Adrian? If they're Sky games and they're dearly departed derbies, yes, I will do them. Again, deliberate foul on Lundstrom, just yellow. Yes, no. So red card would be serious foul play, violent conduct, denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity. It was none of them. So, yeah, just a yellow. Dave says, I probably spent far too long making that picture. It meant it's nothing but a compliment. No naughty step. I feel you, Dave. I feel you, matey. It's quite a funny picture, though. Can you just make Jesus' face as big as Russell Brand's? I saw Russell Brand in stand-up a couple of times, actually. Very funny. Here's Bulldog. Coming down the right wing into McBurney. Holds it up, gives it to Lundstrom. Can he get the crossing from the right? No. Back to Ampadu, who's not used the ball well when he's come forward, let's just say. Lundstrom swings in the cross too close to Martinez. He catches it, and he does that thing that all goalkeepers do when the team's winning 1-0 by catching the ball and falling to his feet. Dave, you don't have to edit it, honestly. You don't have to. Sheffield United, next 6 fixtures. Leeds, dearly departed derby. Arsenal away. Fulham, dearly departed. Liverpool away. Man City, Chelsea. Ouch. Some hard old games in there in a row. There is a foul by Oliver Burke, who's had a pretty difficult night tonight, but done pretty well, hasn't he? Pretty good, in the words of the great Larry David. Villa slowing it down again. 87 minutes, 53 seconds gone, according to my satellite feed on this one. Be interested to see what Blades fans think of Oliver Burke. To use a well-worn football cliche, he's done a job for them tonight, hasn't he? Very helpful for the penalty. Sheffield United's next 6 looks scary, agreed, Charlie. Liam asked, Martinez greater than Ramsdale? Get your thoughts in the comments on that one. Not massively familiar with either player, to be honest, from my lowly championship vantage point. Both have been plying their trade a bit higher up than that. Here is Lundstrom. He's got an engine, hasn't he, old Lundstrom? So is Bulldog. He's over on the right-hand side of the penalty box in the right wing position here. Nice little dink inside. Osborne recycles. Back to Lundstrom. Can he get crossover? No. John McGinn blocks it, but Sheffield United win a corner. 88-55 here. Probably going to be the last chance before we know what the stoppage time is going to be in this one. I'd imagine this will be a go for broke. Lots of players forward. In goes the corner. Oh, it's gone loose. Sander Berger swings the half volley at goal. There's a Blade complaining that he did not get the ball laid off to him, which may have been a better call. Let's have another look here. It goes in to the back post. McBurney challenging with Trezeguet. And sadly, the Sky replay didn't allow me to see who was behind Sanderberger, wanting the ball to be laid off. He only had eyes for the goal. He swiveled, half volleyed it with the left foot, and over the top it went. Burke, quality job tonight. Yeah, I think I agree, Glenn. Spidey says Martinez in great form. Is that true, Andy? Still no draws in the Premier League? There's been no draws? No way. Hey, dude, you promised me a plug. Absolutely. That is Paul's cycling fundraiser there. Paul, let us know in the chat exactly who you're raising money for, but no doubt a good cause. www.tinyurl.com/PaulCycle300. Paul will let you know a bit more about that in the chat. I promised him a plug there. The plug is let us know who you're raising money for, Paul, and when you need people to get involved. 3 minutes of stoppage time here. We are 90 minutes and 30 seconds up in this game. Villa closing in on 3 points. Ramsdale, big long goal kick into the channel. McBurney up and wins the flick on, but Konza can clear. Not a good clearance. Stevens, good press by Villa there. Good team shape, actually. And, yeah, they've forced Sheffield United back. Ampadu steps out, however, and beats Watkins. That's a good play by Ampadu, but then he's given the ball away to McGinn, who's fed in Watkins. Is he going to head for the corner, or are they going to try and score? They're going to try and score. Here's Grealish on the left foot, deflected. Oh, just up over the top there. Grealish probably would have wanted that on the right. It's a good block by Lundstrom in the end. They just got an overload on the right-hand side. Davis did well to leave it. Grealish touch. He's well defended, actually. Berger knows that he wants to go on the right foot. So does Lundstrom. They stop him doing so and block out the left-footed shot there. Corner to Villa. Is Lundstrom going off? No. They had a close-up of him. Villa taking their sweet time for the corner. McGinn holds it in the corner. I never understand how that's not obstruction. Literally standing there, not playing ball and just standing, holding your ground. I never, ever understand that. I also never understand shepherding the ball out where you just stand there and block the man off. You're clearly not trying to play the ball, but there you go. One of my little rants there. Paul's cancer research. Going to cycle 300 miles in September. Rather you than me, Paul, but in aid of a great cause there. There you go. Tiny URL, Paul /Paul cycle 300. Good luck with that, Paul. 248 miles with 9 days left. He's going to do it. So go and sponsor Paul. Right. 92:35. 3 minute stoppage time due. It's going to take something miraculous now to deny Villa 3 points, and Mings wins the header. Up to Davis, plays through to Grealish, who's going to head for the corner. Surely Grealish holds it up, plays it to Davis, and they just keep the ball. 92:52. What is Douglas Luiz doing? Blasts it over the top, and Jack Grealish just looks to the ground. There we go. One of my bugbears. Yeah, I totally agree, Tony, but for some reason there's this unwritten rule, and it is full time there. Dean Smith shakes hands with Chris Wilder and Alan Neil there. And Villa off the mark in this dearly departed derby. 3 points for Aston Villa. Obviously, the game very much coloured by the sending off for John Egan early on in the game. Let's bring up the wide shot of the stats here, so as we can have a look. You can see the tail of the tape there. John Egan sent off on 12 minutes there. Red card confirmed by VAR on 13. However, huge chance for Blades there. Penalty confirmed. Excuse me, let me take a drink. By VAR, and penalty missed by John Lundstrom. Sheffield United fell into a nice defensive 4-4-1 shape in this one. David McGoldrick was sacrificed. Chris Basham's playing over on the right wing to help out there. You should be able to see. God, it is small, isn't it? that Ethan Ampadu came in to help out at centre half there. And then into the second half, they didn't force a big chance, but they get the goal, Villa, from a corner. Tyrone Mings on the near post. Just runs off Jack O'Connell. O'Connell played beautifully today, but just lost Mings there for the flick on. And Konza up at the back post. Really good header by Konza. Jumps and heads in there. I will pause to say thank you, Wheelock Young Team, for a £4.99 super chat. A drink to you, sir. Thank you so much. Fair play to Chris Wilder. You can see by the substitutes there. He does revert from the 4-4-1 defensive 10-man shape to a 4-3-2, sticks 2 up front. The game opens up a little bit. Very, very close. Watkins, with the curler. And then Grealish on the near post. Nearly, probably should have hit the target from that one. But Villa get the clean sheet. They get the 3 points and they get the victory. Robert says, I don't think home or away stats matter at all. It seems to have changed with no fans in, doesn't it? And Hip says up the Villa. Right. Thank you very, very much. And there's a few super chats in there. The most recent there from Wheelock Young Team. So thank you very, very much for that. The plan this week, I'll be doing a Dearly Departed review tomorrow. So if you're a Leeds, Fulham, Villa, Sheffield United, West Brom fan, we'll be looking at their games this past weekend. There'll be a championship transfer update tomorrow as well. Whether or not we get a look at Luton Man United in the Cup tomorrow night, I do not know. Possibly not. On Wednesday, we'll do the Fantasy League video. We'll look at the championship teams in the EFL Cup. I'm going to the tip at 2:30 because you have to book an appointment. And we're planning to do a live stream, hopefully with a guest at 7 p.m. On Wednesday. On Thursday, another EFL Cup review. Any more transfers we'll cover. Championship game week number 3 preview on Thursday night. And then we're at the weekend. We'll do the Dearly Departed preview. Huddersfield Forest will be a live watch-along on Friday night. And either I will be at, fingers crossed, a game in South London on Zampa Road is all I'll say at 3 o'clock, or I will do Wickham Swansea as a watch-along at midday. So that is the plan for the week. Matthew asks, are you reviewing the second Take Us Home? Yes, I should do. Let me make a note of that. I haven't done that yet, so I'll try and do that for you, Matthew. Synchro, great stream, Ben. Villa fan here, happy with 3 points. Always a joy to watch Blades, though, and good luck to them this season, absolutely. Thanks, Dave, and thanks for the pictures. Will I be covering Blades Leeds? Is it on Sky? If it's not on Sky, if there's enough call to do so, which it probably will be knowing our subscriber base with Sheffield United and Leeds, then yes, maybe. Can you DM me about that, Glenn, and let me know whether it's on Sky or not? Thanks for all the entertainment. Thank you, Robert. Very kind of you to say. Press the like. Yes, indeed. Thank you, everybody. Nice, steady, lots of people watching through the night here. Thank you so much. Martinez, man of the match, says Charlie. I'd go for Douglas Luiz, but other opinions are available, of course. Archie, thank you for the super chat. Very kind. Good luck with the job hunting. Thank you very much, Matthew, as well, who I believe you're on Patreon, aren't you, Matthew, as well? So thank you for that. Quick plug down the bottom there. As ever, you can support the channel via Super Chat, which lots of people have done. Thank you so much. Go and subscribe via Patreon. The last few days, we've done a Patreon-only Q&A and a behind-the-scenes video behind closed doors at the Madejski, as well this past week. Please like, comment, and subscribe. YouTube had a cull today. Need more subscribers. Bring that back up. And if you're running a business or you want to do fan sponsorship, you can do so in the same way that Jay Coyle has sponsored the Dearly Departed series all season. Thank you so much for that, Jay. If I remove Matthew's comment there, Jay Coyle is the sponsor of Dearly Departed series. Dearly Departed, also known as Ben Couldn't Bear to Lose Us, marching on together. Thank you so much, Jay, for sponsoring this series. A couple more comments to read. Thank you, John, in the chat. He says, great stream. I will see you all soon. I may be able to make an appearance on the Football Vloggers podcast, maybe at about 9 p.m. I'll have to run that past Shaley first. And We will see you all very, very soon. Thank you for watching. Over and out.